Great to meet you, Mike.
Lovely to be
And
here.
tell us about this lady here. This is Susie.
This is Susie, yeah. She's a very special dog. She's been with us for 2 years now in London. We adopted her from the island of Koh Phangan. She's come a long way. We got to know her from various trips and holidays to Thailand over the years.
So she was a beach dog, you
She was a
said?
beach dog, yeah. So a street dog living on the beach with many other packs of dogs. When we first met her, she was kind of hungry, looking for food. We took care of her for 2 weeks.
But she's blind as well.
She's blind now. So what happened was she got into a dog fight. She got quite a nasty injury on her eye. We had to have the eye removed surgically, which we paid the vet bills for. And then the second eye she lost to a cataract, so she became completely blind.
But you wanted to bring her home then?
Yeah, we've just fallen in love with her, really. She became so special to us, and we wanted to bring her back to the UK so she could...
But you see, I've seen all this in Portugal in particular. There's a big dog problem on the Algarve. And there's a lot of countries. We're not just talking about Thailand here. Portugal has an horrendous dog problem. Ireland has a tremendous dog problem within Europe as well. But the dogs I see in Portugal, I would be afraid to approach them because they're wild,
They're kind of
basically.
packs.
So it must have been the same here with Susie.
Not at all, no. She's always been super friendly. Yeah, she's always been a friendly dog. And you do tend to find with Thai street dogs, the majority of them are quite friendly. I mean, they have health problems, they're undernourished, they're struggling, but they're not normally aggressive.
8.5 million stray
Staggering
dogs.
number, isn't
Why?
it?
Why? How has it got so bad?
So in Thailand, they're a Buddhist community, Buddhist culture. They don't practice euthanasia out there. So whereas some countries will go through mass culling events to keep the numbers of dogs down on the streets, that's not an option in Thailand. And at the moment, there's no infrastructure in place to really get on top of the numbers and the spaying and neutering, the sterilisation, which you need to do to keep the numbers down.
What about all these stories we hear from the Far East about dogs being on the menu as well?
Yeah, I mean, in Thailand, it's actually illegal. Dog meat's illegal to eat or to buy or to sell. But what does happen is the dog meat trade is sometimes fueled by gangs that round up dogs in Thailand, take them across the border to other countries, and they get sold into that industry. So it can be a problem.
Anyway, so you lived here, you had a great job, you had this holiday, you adopt Susie, who you adore, but then you went a step further and you've moved to Thailand and you've opened a sanctuary.
So what, I mean, you just don't decide to do all that. What was it that just took your heart and took your soul?
Well, being a dog lover all my life, really, Susie's story just grabbed my heart and just grabbed my attention. Seeing the problem firsthand in Thailand over the years, seeing the dogs on the street that are struggling, you know, like you said, 8.5 million dogs, it's a lot.
So many.
So I just realised that I could probably go a bit further, help thousands more dogs if I just made a little bit of effort. So I started talking to my current boss at the time, Lord James Palumbo, and his very good friend, Rawipin, who owned land in Thailand. And we just started talking about how we could help more dogs, and this is how our sanctuary came about.
So Rowie donated the land.
She did donate the land, yeah.
And Lord Palumbo, did he put up money then?
He's made some funding contributions towards the start-up.
He's the founder of Ministry of Sound.
He is,
yes,
right? Yeah.
So between the three of you, you said we can do something. What do you hope to achieve now at the centre? It's called the Bon Jardin.
At the Bon Jardin Dog Rescue Centre.
Do you want to open more? How do you see this going?
Yeah, so we've been there 6 months. Hey, Susie. We've been there 6 months, and we've done some research. We've put some structure in place already, but now we want to power up. We want to get some funding. We'd like to build a really big sanctuary for dogs that need help and need assistance or rehabilitation. We'd like to build a clinic. We'd like to expand on our spay and neuter programme. So
I suppose the spaying and neutering is really important, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
In education as
So
well.
we've probably spayed and neutered about 200 dogs in a very short space of time at the temples. There's a lot of temples in Thailand.
I get all that, and just seeing people, Hugh Wilson, Pinkney, Megan Beardmore, Vicky Dingle, Margaret Atkinson, all watching the programme today, thank you, and Beth Johnson, just saying, you're amazing, you're wonderful, you're a hero, you're selfless. That's what they're saying. But there are other people saying, well, we've got a bit of a dog problem here in the UK as well. Why can't you devote yourself to that?
It's kind of dwarfed in scale to the problem in Thailand. If you look at the numbers, there's about 170 times more dogs on the streets in Thailand. 8.5 million is a lot of dogs. The UK is very well funded when it comes to dog charities. You know, there's lots of charities that have an awful lot of money coming into them every year. They've been going for a long time, some of them 25 to 30 years, some of them longer.
I think Susie's trying to tell you something.
Yeah, I think she is,
Don't me down here.
I'm still here.
How's Susie taken to the difference in climate, and she's not on a beach anymore? And
it took a little while. She was a little bit scared when she first got here, but now she's completely settled in. As you can see, she's very healthy now. But yeah, she lives with her new owners, my best friend Steve and Celso down in Elephant and Castle. She's very happy now. healthy, happy dog.
So let me ask this, what are the Thai people like? I mean, you say there's this massive scale of abandonment in millions, but there's a massive population in Thailand as well. Do they view dogs, do they care for their dogs the way people in Britain would?
I think so. I see a mixture, really. I see that a lot of people are very kind to dogs. They'll give them food. Thailand's still a struggling economy. They don't really have the money to provide the resource and the medicines that dogs really need, which is where it kind of falls apart. So they'll give them food, they'll give them sort of love and attention, but they can't give them medicine, which is, some of it's quite basic and quite cheap, actually.
So they tend not to have them as pets like we would do? Like
some of them do. I mean, a lot of the dogs that end up on the streets are abandoned pets, so people might buy pedigree breeds. We've actually, at the moment, got 2 Siberian Huskies which were abandoned and quite badly abused. They're going to Canada soon, so they're going to be adopted out to a country that's just more suitable to their climate. So it is a mixture of abandonment and just the street dog, the rampant population growth of the street